What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon XY Wi-Fi battle against Kitty Cat. Before this video starts, drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and share this video. Well, I got a friend battle. It's actually one of my newer friends, Kitty Cat. I got a whole new team put together this time. We haven't had many new teams since last week. We got a Quick Claw, Armaldo, Focus Sash, which is actually OU, Crawdont, NU, Alamola with a Regenerator this time, Mega Garchomp, Lumberry, I think it's Lumberry, either Lumberry or Leftovers, Gastrodon, and Life Orb, Jolteon, which is actually RU, I think. Some threats on our team, that Yveltal actually over there, which is Ubers, I'm pretty sure it is, and that Zapdos, because that can really do a lot to my team if I don't keep my Garchomp around. This was actually a really good battle. We both made a couple of misplays on each side, but so he's gonna leave with her Leafeon, which was kind of unfortunate, but I didn't really have much to do with this thing except for go for X Scissors. She goes for Leaf Blade. It does a decent amount actually. But my defense is actually, I max defense, max attack. I got like 190 attack on the Armaldo. Armaldo is insane with attack. I get lucky enough that she goes for Energy Ball on this one, and doesn't do as much damage. Otherwise, it would probably take me out with a Leaf Blade. Because Leafeon are more attackers, not really special attackers. Special attackers are Espeon and shit like that. Now she goes into the Lucario. I didn't really want to take a close combat to the face or anything like that, but then I actually realized it's probably a special Lucario, judging by our team, and I actually get an Aura Sphere right to the Alamola's face, which I was kind of sorry about that at the time. Didn't really want to see Alamola get Aura Sphere to the face. This is actually my first Regenerator Alamola, which is actually a really rare ability to get on these things. I got lucky enough to get one of these off Wonder Trade a couple weeks ago. Even Impish Nature. Max defense, max HP. Puts in the work against any toxic stall like my Gastrodon here. Now I decided I'm going to under my special defensive wall with this Gastrodon, but she actually changes her moves up, goes with close combat, hoping to take out my Alamola, but she just ends up taking out my Gastrodon, which isn't really invested. Defense isn't really that good on there, so it goes down. Which gets full code. Now I go into my Garchomp, which is actually really a threat to her team, so I have to keep this thing around as long as possible. I just Mega Evolve here. Look how sick that looks. Pink Mega Garchomp, one of my favorite shiny Megas right there. She actually outspeeds and goes for a Power Punch. She ain't gonna be living this Earthquake anyways, so I don't really know why she did that. If I was her, I would probably just went for the close combat and took me out, tried getting as much damage as possible. Either that or switch out into Flying thing, but she doesn't really have anything flying. She could have went out into the Hydreigon, but she would have got bopped by a Dragon Claw for this. I didn't really want to take any Dragon or Draco Meteor or anything like that, so I go out into my Crawdont. Turns out she just goes for the Outrage anyways. I do not take this really well. Takes me down to like a red, 22 HP, and I thought I would probably outspeed and get a super power off, but that doesn't happen. I do not happen to carry Aqua Jet on this Crawdont, so that goes down anyways. Didn't really do anything in this battle, which is kind of unfortunate. But she does get confused. So now I can go out in my own Alamola if she decides to go for anything physical again. But she actually switches out because of the confusion. She doesn't want to take any confusion hacks. And goes out into the Zapdos. I predict that and I go for the Toxic because I just wanted to get some residual damage off on something. I kind of thought she was probably maybe going to switch out since the confusion. Do get some lefties back, which is pretty good, decent, so we're looking pretty good over here. Alamola's going to start putting in the work a little bit here. I knew she was probably going to go for a Thunderbolt or something like that. So I go into my Garchomp again. It still has a lot of HP left, so I could at least take something, even if it decided to change up the move. She actually predicts the switch and goes for the Drill Peck. It does a decent amount, but it's not really that close to take me out. I don't think she outspeeds. She outspeeds actually on this turn. There's actually a speed tie, I think it is, but she goes for a Discharge. She must probably misclicked or something like that. So we both made a couple misplays on our sides, as you're going to see in the next little bit here. Towards the end of the battle, I make a misplay. The Rock Slide ends up taking her out, plus the poison damage, and she's dead. Now she goes out into Threaded, which is the Yveltal. I didn't really want to take anything from this thing, especially with that Oblivion Wing. But I just ended up letting my Garchomp go down. It did most of the stuff anyways on our team. But I thought I was actually going to go down, and it goes down to 6 HP. I actually live, and I get a pretty decent amount of damage off with a Rock Slide. It ain't really stab, so that's why I didn't do as much. So he just actually goes for the Dark Pulse after this and takes me out. I was completely fine with that. So now I can go into my I'm a Fairy, also known as Jolteon. Outspeed and go for the Thunderbolt, which actually probably takes us out. I'm Life Orb, by the way. Life Orb, max special attack, max speed, timid nature. Now she goes out into Arcanine. I thought this thing was actually it must have been a defensive Arcanine. It doesn't have Intimidate though. I just wanted to slow this thing down so my Almamoga come out and probably do some shit to this. No, she actually goes through the close combat, and I thought I was like, oh, I'm dead. Goodbye. But I actually end up living on like around 20 HP, and I'm able to get a Thunderbolt off again on this thing and do some nice damage. Life Orb is actually going to take me out though. She goes for a Morning Sun just to get as much HP back as she wants. This thing must have been a defensive wall or something, because these special attacks can do massive damage to this. Either that or I'm just overestimating Arcanine. I do get rid of the Arcanine, but I get rid of Life Orb Recoil or my Jolteon goes down. So now it's an empty field. I was like, well, Armaldo, you can at least do something, and you got a little bit of late HP left. You should outspeed something, but she ends up going into her Hydreigon. I didn't really have much of this, but my Click Claw pops on this turn, and I end up getting an X-Scissor off, and it one-shots. That is how powerful Armaldo is. A lot of people underestimate Armaldo because it's so slow and bad special defense, but it just won me the match right there. So if you like this video, drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and share this video. There might not be 5 to 6 uploads this week, only maybe 1 or 2 Ruby Nuzlocke episodes. And there will be Wonder Trade Wednesday, hopefully, and Throwback Thursday Battle Spot Battle, along with this, hopefully. Just because school was supposed to be starting in October 6th, and we got a letter in the mail on Friday, so I couldn't really make a channel update or anything. That it's going to be starting this Tuesday, which is on the 2nd, which sucks so much. I do not want to go to school anyways. I hate school so much, but I'm just going to have to deal with it, I guess. So there might not be as many uploads this week until I get my get straightened out with my school and stuff. So we'll see you guys next time.